Paris Agreement calls for keeping global warming well below 2 degrees Celsius, above the pre-industrial levels, and ideally limiting it to 1.5 degrees Celsius. Join me for part 2 of our 1.5 degrees Celsius series, where I'll be breaking down the impact differences between a 1.5 degrees Celsius and 2 degrees Celsius temperature rise. Just as an example, heat waves that were supposed to occur once every 10 years are expected to increase 4.1 times more at a 1.5 degrees Celsius temperature rise and 5.6 times more at a 2 degrees Celsius rise. Plus, heat waves would be 1.9 degrees Celsius hotter at a 1.5 degrees Celsius anomaly and 2.6 degrees Celsius hotter at a 2 degrees Celsius anomaly rise. Here's how some other impacts stack up. At 1.5 degrees Celsius, 14% of terrestrial species such as polar bears, sea turtles, bumblebees will be at a high risk of extinction, and that percentage goes up to 18% at a 2 degrees Celsius rise. Also, at 1.5 degrees Celsius, 0.95 billion people will face water stress, heat stress, and desertification, and that number will go up to 1.15 billion at a 2 degrees Celsius rise. 24% more people will be exposed to flooding at 1.5 degrees Celsius, and that goes up to 30% at 2 degrees Celsius. At 1.5 degrees Celsius, a 70 to 90% decline in coral reef will occur, and it'll worsen to 99% at 2 degrees Celsius. These are just a few examples, but in short, every fraction of a degree matters, and the impacts of 2 degrees Celsius are significantly more than 1.5 degrees Celsius. Stay tuned for part 3 of our 1.5 degrees series, where I'll explain why of all the temperature anomalies, 1.5 degrees Celsius was chosen as the threshold.